Can
This
able to hear you.
conference will now be recorded.
Hello. I don't hear anyone.
Yes, we can able to hear you.
Good morning, everyone. I don't know. I'm unable to hear anyone. At least, can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Pradeep or Madhu or Ram or Tanuja, Chandu, Kumar.
Yes, sir.
You are
Yes, sir. Are you
audible.
audible?
Hello.
Yes, sir. You are audible.
Okay. Shall we start?
Yes.
Manit, uh, okay. Anyway, I'm starting. Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Srinivas. Okay. I've been working in this Oracle Fusion HCM from last 5 6 years, and I have overall experience of 14 15 years in this space, Oracle space. Okay, so we are going to the agenda would be we are going to talk about Oracle Fusion HCM, some little background about Oracle Fusion HCM and cloud models and FSM. Then we will discuss about the modules. As a part of this offering, we are going to cover global HR, absence, payroll, and I will take you through some technical objects like HSDL and HDL. Maybe we will take one example and we will see how to load the data. Yeah, this is pretty much that we are going to cover as a part of this training. So I would like to understand your background. So one by one, can you just tell me what you are doing currently and what is your background quickly, not more than 2 minutes?
Good morning. This is Ram here. Currently, I'm working with Flipkart in HR system.
Come again.
Currently, I'm working with Flipkart in HR system.
Okay. Remaining people.
Hello.
Yeah. Hi.
Myself Madhu. I did my
Okay.
MBA and I am a homemaker.
Okay. So anyone is having any ERP experience or any experience?
Yes, I have SAP experience, SAP year R3 experience
Which experience?
version.
Sorry.
SAP R3 version, ECC
Oh,
R3.
SAP. SAP. Okay, great. So the remaining people doesn't have any experience, right?
Yeah. Hi, sir. Myself, Sai Prabha Nandiraju. I'm having a HR domain experience of 2 year of experience. At present, I'm working
Oh,
as a
okay.
HR.
Oh, okay, great. Okay, yeah, that will do.
Hi, sir. Myself
Okay.
Chandu.
Yeah, hi Chandu.
I done my MBA, sir.
Oh, okay, great.
I have no experience.
Okay, no problem. Okay, Let's start the session. Okay, as a part of this training, as I said, it's mostly going to take 1 month or 1 month or 5 days, 1 month, 1 week, something like that. Um, all modules put together. Okay. So what is Oracle Fusion HCM? What is Fusion HCM? Why we are talking about Oracle Fusion HCM? So basically, this is to help your HR data, help and manage your HR data. And simple line. Simple line is to maintain your HR data. When I say maintain everything, all aspects, we need one application, right? For example, in your organization, you don't have any uh, systems or applications to use. Usually what will you do if you are if any organization is nothing but a company. If any company is a small company where they don't invest a lot of amount in the systems, usually they are going to use MS Excel, Microsoft Excel, right, to keep their data, to maintain the data. For example, if anyone joins in the organization as an employee or anyone resigns from the company, their data is going to maintain in Excel. And the payroll is basically for salaries processing, right? Everyone is working and they should get their salaries. So the salaries also will be maintained in everything will be maintained in Excel files. So that will not help HR department to work as a unique or streamline connectivity. For example, if I hire a person today as a HR, that employee should be available for payroll department to process salary. That employee should be available for training department to initiate certain trainings. If they don't know that this employee joins into the organization, how can they process salary or how can they initiate trainings, right? So whenever you hire a person, usually you will send a notification or information to all these departments that okay, this week or this day, so many people have joined and these are their information. So many people got terminated, and all this information should be shared across the departments manually. That's where the systems comes into the picture, the applications, the ERP systems comes into the picture where they integrate the data, they integrate the departments one to each other. For example, if I am using any application, I'm not talking about Fusion HCM or any SAP or PeopleSoft or JD Edwards or Workday. You take any ERP application. The major, I mean, the system usage is to integrate your modules, all departments. Let's say you hire an employee, automatically that employee should be available for payroll department to process and they should be notified automatically. And a training department should be notified automatically that so and so person has joined in HR department. You can initiate certain meetings, whatever mandatory meetings that I mean, mandatory trainings, not meetings, that are required for any new join. So any ERP system usually helps HR to maintain the data, to maintain the connectivity or integration between all the departments. That is the most important, uh, purpose of any ERP system. Now, what happened in 2000, 2010 in between during that time, we used to have a lot of ERP applications. For example, we have Oracle e-business suite is one ERP system. SAP is another ERP system. PeopleSoft is another ERP system. JD Edwards, Cbell. So like that, there are so many ERP systems used to be available in 2010 in between during that time. So there was a huge competition between all these companies. Whatever ERP system that I have just said, every system is a different company. For example, if you see Oracle e-business suite belongs to Oracle company. SAP belongs to SAP. SAP is an organization, right? PeopleSoft. We used to have a company called PeopleSoft. JD Edwards, Siebel, all these companies are individual companies and they used to operate across the world. Then what Oracle did at the time, slowly it has started acquiring all these companies, started purchasing or acquiring. So if you look at Oracle, if you look at e-business suite, which is an Oracle own product, but if you look at PeopleSoft, JD Edwards, Siebel, all these applications or companies now merged into Oracle. And then slowly it has started obsoleting these modules or ERP systems. Why? Because they have started building a new product called Oracle Fusion Cloud. And what it did, Oracle, it has taken all the pros from all these ERP systems. Then it has started building a new product, Oracle Fusion, by implementing those uh, strong points or pros or whatever from all these companies or or ERP systems. Now, if you look at Oracle owns PeopleSoft, Oracle owns Webull, Oracle owns JD Edwards. All these companies now merged into Oracle. Now, if you see across the world, there are no PeopleSoft implementations. Yes, here and there are certain companies which are still using PeopleSoft as application for their HR operations, but there are no new implementations happening in PeopleSoft because they have Oracle has stopped. There are no new implementations in e-business suite. There are no new implementations in JT Edwards. So now, if you look at the major competitors in the uh, you know in the world, you see only two. One is HR. I'm sorry, Oracle. Second one is SAP. Now we have a new product called Workday. That is also a good ERP system for especially HR, but that is operating mostly in US region, not other regions. Now it has started going into the different regions. So the bottom line here is currently we have mostly two systems. I mean two competitors. One is Oracle, other one is SAP. Yeah, you can say third one Workday. Now this fusion application is very short time implementation ERP system. In EBS, we used to implement EBS, which is an Oracle own e-business suite ERP system. We used to take years to implement. Sometimes I have seen certain implementations extended for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, also based on the company that we are implementing. But Fusion, if you look at that, hardly it will take 6 months to finish your implementation, and then you can come out of the project. That is a major advantage of Fusion, Oracle Fusion. Okay, this is the background of your Oracle Fusion applications. Now, namings. So if you say Oracle HCM, Oracle Cloud, Oracle Fusion Cloud, everything remains same. You don't have to worry about, okay, if we are learning Oracle Fusion, not Oracle HCM, Oracle Cloud. No, Oracle Cloud, Oracle Fusion, Oracle Fusion Cloud, everything same. Okay. Now, how many uh, module or streams we have in Oracle Fusion? We have so many. One is Oracle HCM, Oracle Finance, or forget about Oracle HCM, Human Capital Management. This is for HR, Finance, Supply Chain Management, Procurement, Projects, Sales. So, like that, we have all these uh, streams covered in the Oracle Fusion. We know that by looking at the name. HCM is for HR. Finance, finance will take care about all the financial modules. So here we are learning Fusion HCM, Human Capital Management. So under Fusion HCM, we have so many modules. If you look at an organization, if anyone is working or anyone is from MB or anything, any background, if you look at a company, when I say company, what is company? Where we usually work. For example, TCS is a company, Wipro is a company, right? Tata Motors is a company, Oracle is a company. So all these companies is going to have different departments, right? One is or instead of say I say departments, uh, different areas where they use usually different support functions that they are going to have to help their business. One is HR, other one, second one is finance. HR will take care about all employees, right from hire to retire. When you are when you are hiring an employee, yes, it helps. HR department is the one which is taking care about the employee hirings, employee trainings, employee onboarding, employee recruitment, employee salary processing, employee attendance, leaves, employee performance, employee timesheets. Okay, so can you mute yourself? I don't know, some background noise is coming. Okay, so all these are called modules in HCM. So we are going to learn these modules in HCM, Oracle HCM Global HR. So we are going to see in the next slide or next slide how many modules we have in Oracle HCM and what are the modules we are going to learn as a part of this training. Okay. So this is the transformation that just now we have discussed. How Oracle Fusion HCM Fusion comes. So usually I told you, right, we have Oracle e-business suite, Oracle PeopleSoft. So by taking the strong points or areas from these two, and then they built a new product called Oracle Fusion. Okay, can you mute? Have a lot of background noises coming. Who is that? Hello, hello, hello. Who is speaking? Hello, who is speaking? Hello, can anyone hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hello. Who is
Yes, sir.
speaking? I'm getting a lot of background noise. Any idea who is speaking? Because I'm getting a lot of background noise. Okay. Okay, this is Oracle Fusion transformation that we have seen. Now we are talking about Oracle cloud, right? So what is cloud? Let's talk about cloud. What is cloud? How many cloud models we have? So again, this will not help you in your day-to-day jobs, but as a consultant or as an employee, we should understand what is cloud, why we are using this word cloud. in Oracle HCM. So this product is used to call Oracle Cloud, Oracle HCM Cloud, Oracle Fusion Cloud, Oracle Fusion HCM Cloud. Everything is same. Don't worry. Okay, if you know, if you hear about all these naming names for Oracle, don't confuse. Everything is same. Oracle. If someone says, "Are you learning Oracle Fusion Cloud, Oracle HCM Cloud, Oracle Fusion HCM Cloud, Oracle Fusion HCM?" Everything remains same. Okay, now here, what is cloud? So how many cloud models we have? So basically the cloud word comes into the picture where everything is taken care by service provider. For example, you are all using your Gmails, right? Your Google account, your every I hope everyone is having Google account or Gmail, for example. So this Gmail or whatever email applications I'm talking, Gmail or app Yahoo Mail or Microsoft Hotmail, whatever. So in order to use the Gmail or Google Drive or whatever, are you going to maintain the database in your own system? Are you going to install any application in your own laptop? No, we don't, right? What usually we do to access that email, all of us are having different user accounts, right? And there will be URL www.google.com or gmail.com or whatever. So we log in, we by using this URL, we log in into the application using our credentials. That's it. Correct? We log in our Gmail ID and password, and we will be able to log in into the Gmail application. Then we can access all our emails or documents, whatever we have uploaded into Drive or whatever photos we have uploaded into Drive. Okay, from everywhere, from across the world, from any corner of the world, right? All you just have to have is internet connection, URL, and a user ID and password. That's it. You don't have to install any system or any application. You don't have to maintain any servers. You are not going to keep the data, nothing, right? So that is the best cloud model, we can say. Meaning, a user or a client doesn't have to maintain the servers, doesn't have to maintain the applications, database, nothing. All they just do is they will buy a license and get the credentials, and then they log in into the applications, and that's it. They can start using this application. But when we used to implement a Oracle e-business suite, which is another ERP system which I told you, the client has to buy, apart from license, the client has to buy servers, and they have to allocate certain physical place to keep the servers in their premise, and then we used to install the applications into their servers. Then there will be a DBA to maintain the database. Then we will be able to get our credentials, and then they can access this application. So if you look at these models, SaaS cloud, software as a service model, this is a complete cloud model. Complete cloud model like your Google Drive or Gmail or whatever. So here in this cloud, SaaS cloud, uh, everything is going to be maintained by, sorry, service provider. Who is service provider here? Oracle, because this is Oracle product. So Oracle is going to maintain the servers, Oracle is going to maintain the application, Oracle is going to maintain the everything. All consumer or client or end user, what they will do is they will just get the credentials, and then they start using this application by entering their user ID and password. So this is a complete cloud model. Here, The customizations will not be allowed mostly, but here and there you can do personalized system according to the client requirement. So nowadays, 99% of implementations are happening in SaaS model, complete cloud model. Otherwise, this Oracle Fusion product would have not been so much hit in the market. Now, if you see, lot of companies are migrating, or when I say companies, the users, the clients, are migrating their current system to the Oracle Fusion system because of usability, and access. Then there is another cloud model called PaaS cloud, platform as a service model. So here Oracle will provide the platform, and rest of the things will be maintained by client. So meaning the application, the servers, the database maintenance, and everything is going to be maintained by Oracle itself. Whereas IaaS model, infrastructure as a service model, which is a on-premise model mostly. So everything is going to be maintained by user, client otherwise. So here there is a lot of cost because they have to buy servers, they have to buy application, they have to maintain the database. A lot of things are there, which is going to be cost for client. But the security will be more because their data will be in their own system, their own company, their own on-premise. So you understand these cloud models. Mostly our implementations is going to be in software as a service model or SaaS cloud. Okay, this is a cloud model, sir. So that's why we used to call this, this application as a Oracle HCM cloud, meaning everything is going to be in the cloud or the service provider who is nothing but Oracle. Okay, so we have seen the transformation of Oracle HCM or Oracle Fusion, and we have discussed about the cloud models. Now let's talk about purely on HCM. In Oracle Fusion, we have so many streams, right? As I said, HCM or HR, finance, supply chain, project, sales, procurement. So our training, or we are HCM consultants. We implement HCM, not finance, not supply chain. That will be different people. So let's start with HCM. What do we do in HCM? Generally, forget about Oracle Fusion. Generally in HCM, what do we do? When I say we do, it's a end user I'm talking. Whoever is working in HR department. What do they do? They are going to take care about end-to-end HR operations, like right from hire to retire, employee hire to employee retire. So if you look at employee hire, so what HR does, they are going to publish the job requisitions to external sites like Naukri or nowadays LinkedIn. That we have so many openings in so many uh, in departments, etc. And then they are going to get the profiles or resumes for all these candidates, and then they're going to shortlist. They're going to conduct interviews, and they'll select the people. Final selection will be there, and finally they will release the offer to the selected candidates. Once employee is being offered, then is going to join into the company after 2 months or 1 month or whatever the notice period that they have in their current company. Accordingly, they will join in our company. So once they join into the company, so what is the first thing HR does? The onboarding team will be step in, and then they will help the new joinees to in different areas like provide laptops, provide what necessary things to perform job, allocate a workplace or workstation in the premise, Then whatever necessary things that are required for an employee to perform his job, the onboarding team will take care about those things. Okay. Then employee joins into the organization. Obviously, the HR is going to maintain the employee data, right? So if you join any company, they are going to take your details, right? They are going to keep your personal details like your name, your job, your contacts, your dependents, your phone number, emails, your marital status, your gender, whatnot, your previous experience, your skills and qualifications, your trainings, your medical background, and which job you're working, which location you are working, what position you are working, who is your manager, who are reporting to you in the current company. All this information is going to maintain in application. Again, in this different data, so there are certain people which who will take care about certain things. For example, once the employee joins into the organization, what will happen? The HR team is going to maintain the data first. They are going to capture the employee information in the application, whatever application they use. So now coming to the HCM, we have different modules. These are called modules. Global HR. Global HR module is going to take care about employee data administration or data maintenance. This global HR module is it's a pillar for the entire Oracle HCM. If you don't implement Oracle Fusion HCM, there is no payroll module, there is no absence module, there is no time and labor module, or there is no other module, because global HR module is the one where you hire an employee and then you maintain his data. Everything, all the data is going to be maintained by this global HR module. So for that, whatever configurations that are required, those configurations can be done in the global HR module. So basically, high level, global HR module is there for employee data maintenance and or employee data administration. The data can be anything. The data can be personal data or employment data. The second module is payroll. The payroll is going to be taken care for employee salaries processing. Right? Everyone is getting salaries when we are working in the organizations, right? So how are they going to calculate our salaries? So each and every employee or individual salary will be different, right? One person may get 10 lakh salary, another person may get 12 lakh salary. One person is eligible for certain salary components or certain allowances depending on the position that they are working. Certain people are not eligible for certain allowances because of the position they are working, maybe a junior level. All those rules, all those calculations, everything is going to be in Oracle payroll module. The third module is Oracle absence management. The name itself saying that what we are doing in the absence management module. So we are going to maintain employees' leaves, holidays, employee leave uh, data. Okay. So if how many number of leaves employee has taken, how many leaves are still available for the employee, what are the eligibilities, maternity leaves, paternity leaves, annual leave, paid leave, casual leave, sick leave, special leave, study leave. There are a lot of leaves depending on the company again for whom we are implementing. So before going, let me explain what we are doing here. Let us understand what is our role. So I know there are freshers there. So for their understanding, let's see what we do. So usually we are learning Oracle Fusion HCM. Okay. Now after learning, what do we do? Who is going to hire us? Obviously IT companies are going to hire us, right? TCS or Wipro or Tech Mahindra or Deloitte or any company. So what do we do? Are we going to work for the company? Are we going to implement this Oracle HCM for TCS when we join TCS? Or we are going to implement this Oracle HCM for Tech Mahindra once we join Tech Mahindra? No, that is not they are hiring for. Yes, we are going to join in TCS. Okay, we are employees of TCS. TCS is going to pay salaries for us, but we will not implement for TCS because TCS is going to get projects, clients, and they are from different countries. The project can be from US, from UK, from Middle East, Dubai, or whatever country. So these IT companies, when I say IT companies, whatever company that we are going to join, they are going to get projects. Otherwise, they are going to implement the system for other companies. Other companies are called clients. Now we join in TCS, and the TCS will send us to that kind client place to implement the project, to implement this Oracle Fusion, which is a project. We implement the system for that company. Once the project is done, we will back to our company. The client company whom we are implementing, that is not going to pay our salaries, right? Our TCS is going to pay salaries. They will send us, or they will sometimes, we will work from offshore. Before COVID, we used to travel a lot. We used to go to the client place wherever it is, US or UK or Australia or whatever. And then we implement the system there, and then we will come back. So that is our role. You need to understand what we are doing. Right? It is not just we are learning this Oracle Fusion. What are we doing there? So once we join in TCS or Wipro or whatever company, they will send us to the client place, whether it is on site or off site. Or sometimes we sit in the TCS office or Wipro office or Tech Mahindra office, wherever we are working, and then we will work for the client remotely. Once the project is done, the project is done. Then again, TCS will assign us to another project, another project like that. So here we are the consultants working for a IT company, implementing the system for the clients. Now, the modules that we are covering as a part of this training is global HR, payroll, absence management. These three modules I am covering. There are other modules which are advanced modules. If you look at time and labor, compensation management, benefits, it's a different. You don't have to learn every module. I am sure it is enough to learn at least three modules. Sufficient. I suggest everyone learn three modules, but become expert in two modules. Okay, more than sufficient. Yes, understand, learn three modules minimum, but be expert in at least two modules. That will do. Okay, so now, as I said, in Oracle Cloud HCM, we have all these modules. Global HR will take care about employee data administration or employee data, payroll, employee salaries, absence, employee leaves, time and labor, employee timesheets, talent. This entire thing is employees' performance and goals. Compensation is employees' salary hikes. Benefits is employee benefits, like our insurance benefits, whatever benefits that client company is giving us. Okay. Now, what Oracle did is in this Oracle Fusion HCM, all these modules are categorized under three options, which are called offerings. These things are called offerings. It is for their grouping purpose. That's it. So they grouped this global HR, absence, time and labor, payroll module under workforce deployment offering. This is called offerings. Workforce deployment. This is kind of a grouping, categorizing otherwise. So under workforce deployment, we have global HR, payroll, absence, time and labor. Under workforce development offering, we have these modules like goal management, performance management, talent management, etc. Under compensation management, we have compensation module and benefits module. So these are the modules we have, and these modules are categorized or grouped under these three offerings. We have in HCM, we have only three offerings: workforce deployment, workforce development, compensation management. And these modules are aligned to these offerings. Okay, this is a high level understanding. It's a basic introduction for your Oracle HCM cloud. The background of Fusion, the background of cloud, the background of modules that we have in Oracle Fusion HCM, and then the background of what we do here. This is what we do. So once this is done, I will, you see, this is again the basic organization structures that we are going to use in global HR. Tomorrow we will go through this at high level. This is not in detail. I am going to cover this at high level because these are the terminologies that you have to be used to. You get used to this terminology. From now on, we are going to use this terminology a lot. We are going to use enterprise. We are going to use legal entity. We are going to use legislative data group. So when we use this, we must understand what they are. That's why tomorrow, when we start the session, I'm going to cover this terminology usage first. Then we will log in into the application, and then we will start our implementations or configurations. Okay, this is about your training from tomorrow. Today class is to just give some kind of overview what we are doing, what is Fusion, what is HCM and all, which we have covered. Okay, and again I'm saying, as a part of this training for 1 month or 1 month 10 days, 1 month 1 week, we are going to cover three modules: global HR, apps and payroll. And then we are going to cover certain technical objects like HDL, HSDL. These two are technical, purely technical, but I will give you some kind of overview. What is HDL and what is HSDL? Okay. And the next thing is the approach that we are going to have as a part of this training. So my approach usually for any training that I give is, I'm going to take one business scenario, okay, one business case, which is mostly a real-time implementation project. For example, in real time, in my implementation, I have 5 companies, 100 jobs, 50 positions, 10 departments, etc., etc. I'm not going to take so many here, right? So I will take one company, maybe a couple of jobs, couple of positions, couple of departments, and then we will implement. So I'm going to cover every configuration one by one. It is not that, okay, I am going to take you to the, you know the navigations and show you, okay, this is where we do, this is what we do, this is how we do. I'm not going to say like that. I'm going to take one business scenario. We will take one company, one entire organization structure we are going to take, and then we will start implement that particular requirement in our application. That is my approach. So it feels like a real time. What we do in real time is what we do here. Okay. So I'm going to take US as a legislation. We are going to take US because mostly lot of implementations, whatever projects that we have is from US. So better to learn US. So I will take US as a legislation or a country for our implementation. Okay. So I'm going to cover 1 hour complete every day, and maybe I will allow 5 to 10 minutes for questions and answers that you have every day. The training would be Monday to Friday, Saturday and Sunday are week off, and whenever there are some festivals, we will not have classes because I know people, morning usually they have the puja and all for the festivals. So this is what my approach towards the training, and this is what we are going to learn as a part of this training for next 30 to 35 days. Now, any questions from anyone for today, or any questions? Now it is the time for you to start talk.
Srinivas, I have a small doubt. So, what is the duration of the total entire period?
That's what I said. 30 to 35 days mostly it will take because we have 2 days week offs, right? And if there
Yes,
are any
yes.
festivals falls, then that also we have to consider. So here and there, if you put together, it will be 35 calendar days, not working days.
Okay.
You can say if I start sharp today or tomorrow, it's going to be September or October 6th, somewhere, October 7th. Or what I will do, if everyone is agreed, maybe I will extend every day for at least 15 minutes or 20 minutes so that we can cover that remaining days. So we can finish by September 30th.
So, in the payroll session, so it will include both the Indian payroll and the overseas payroll as
No,
well, right? So,
no,
payroll
no, no,
implementations.
no, no. I'm going to cover US payroll specific because you Indian payroll we don't have a legislation yet. So we didn't have legislation for India yet. I am going to cover US payroll mostly. Not mostly. I'm going to cover US payroll. But it doesn't matter whether it is Indian payroll or US payroll. Yeah, I mean, legislation point of view, calculation point of view, elements point of view, standard elements point of view, there is a difference definitely. But
Yes, yes.
otherwise,
In
the
the statutory components also differ, right? A little bit.
yeah, but configurations point of view, there is no difference. If you learn elements definition, same for India, same for US, same for any other any country. If you learn not only US, if you learn UK or you learn any country, it doesn't matter. It's same. But only thing is, yeah, US specific why we are learning is if you look at the market, mostly 95% US related projects we get. Make sense?
Got it.
Yeah. Remaining people, any questions? Any concerns?
Sir, I just have one question. I just want to hear more about placement perspective. So, I mean, like, what type of stream is having more placement related job opportunities?
It's not like this, whatever modules you learn, be expert in that module. That is the best thing I can tell you. So I have been working in global HR and absence only from last, almost 10 years. I don't know time and labor. I don't know compensation management. I don't know benefits module. So basically, it is not the module that what you're learning. It is the expert that you have in which module, and whatever modules you pick, Focus on those modules and be expert. That is more than sufficient. That's what I'm telling you. So
Okay, sir.
global HR, anyway, global HR module is a mandatory. Everyone must learn because that is a pillar for entire your HCM. On top of that, we are covering absence management and payroll. So it's up to you which module you want it to be expertise.
Okay.
And remaining people, Tanuja or Madhu or Chandu or Pavana. Any concerns, any questions, any doubts? No, yes, no answers. Are we good? Shall we continue from tomorrow, same time? And I'm going to start. I'm going to show you the application and everything. We start from tomorrow, same time.
Okay, sir.
Bhavana,